With denied strength, she bore as it were the whole world, muscles astounding the applause of Hercules, though her none through Jesus. Being both mom and dad, as dad sat smugly for decades, it's a masterful game of charades he alone plays. She pays. Physical indicators push more buttons than elevators. He feeds her flesh to hungry alligators. Her faith in a book believed to be the word of God keeps her planted firmly in sod, though every which way all fruit is rotten. Slavery owns her soul. It's all he's gotten. Fear she'd not want his soul her trodden. Death now every day, for heaven's bliss later, she's been fully persuaded. Helps her 20s and 30s go swiftly by. She births lots of babies, feeding 'em homemade shepherd's pie. When they're grown, they'll see how hard I try. Daddy plays video games till super late every night. Many things she knows are not right, but so does her God, to whom she cries. In his time, for his glory, some events push limits to heavyweight gory. Never to her is he sorry, making excuses for his rages. She comes to suffer in increasing stages, living for another world. Gladly as possible, abandoned daily, he hits her emotional. She knows not of abuse, nor can she accept his excuse. Feeling somewhat like a prostitute, her beliefs don't include marital rape. She gives him what he's entitled, gripped by shame, reminds her of trauma in her youth. Pain is all it seems she's ever knew. Love is all she gives, a nightmare is all she lives. Set for peanut butter sandwiches, her life revolves round her sweet little kids. To win her lost spouse and give them better is why she did what she did. Her faith never moved the mountains long as she believed that it could, only in turning away from it all, dissolving her bonnet and hood. Intuition often conflicted with the Bible had always won, till every pastor and friend reaching out to again help just wouldn't. Against everything she believed true, her destruction came fully into view. Agony in spirit was a badge, and she'd worn it out. Its pin poked deeply into a heart she wished would quit beating. A husband she hoped would begin, for if he punched pastors, then would listen. As it stood, blaming her, though she persevered like most couldn't. When it felt her mind was soggy breadcrumbs past expired, she left only knowing right, pushing past eternal doom all fright. A solid 13 years overdue. Not a soul in the world understood all she'd been through. That many children had been won to dad's side through incest as baby boy or girl. In staying, she got naught for what she'd been praying. In leaving, she'd regain humanity, be a voice to champion. Laws will change in the presence of my face. To dissolve a human will have bylaws not lacking taste. How saddened is she to learn hubby's porn was the least of her concerns, that molested and even murdered children she had birthed into death. A professional con artist, her parents had set her up for the ultimate theft. Beyond any tabloid or movie plot was the mirage called her life. Twisted in perversion ruled by elites, the rest of ours by purpose strife. That her too much energy had been for their siphoning. She had died daily for a huge community to thrive, winning off her believing lies. Pedophiles around her disguised. Her 3 grown kids had been recruited long before intuition rebooted, molesting younger ones now. She was falsely imprisoned to protect them, but how? 2 more kids are won to his side, learning his trade of human sacrifice. Rigid churches were synagogues of Satan. Elites canning flesh that I hear tastes like bacon. A nightmare plays over long. When it's over, I'll awaken. I've called judgment, and still too long it's taken. More like me, there are to be freed. More innocent children, of whose energy these feed. Memories fled, like in the days of Noah. Truth is scarier than fiction. By infancy, I was molested by mom, dad, grandma, and Uncle Richard. By the time this finds publicity, 'cause it will, how many of her children will be left, reclaimed to heal? Safety found in a society lacking it every which way round, especially in backwards little towns. Guilty po-po masked fattened clowns.